All right, hey, it's Paul Salo, and today we're going to talk about a method for basically forgetting, or which I'll explain a little bit later, is stopping creating images in your mind that cause pain to you. Usually these images are from a real thing or a real experience or a memory of something that you had. And I got this idea from Axel Lieber, a friend of mine. He watched a video this morning that he didn't want to remember, and he kept saying, I want to get this video out of my head. You know, I keep seeing this video, watching this video in my head, I want to stop it. So I said, I'll make a video for it, so here's the video. Okay, so I want to give thanks to the guys at the NLP instructors that have studied NLP with many great teachers. And this is an NLP technique. I don't know who originally invented it. It might have been Richard Bandler. Probably was Richard Bandler, because I studied a lot of his stuff. But either way, here's how it goes. Okay, so you have something in your mind, okay? It could be a breakup of an old girlfriend or boyfriend. It could be a grotesque scene that you came across. Maybe you found something in real life that was really bad, and you were like, it just disgusted you. It made you just sick to your stomach. Or you're reading a magazine or a book or a movie, and suddenly there's a scene that you really didn't want to see. And people often say that you can't unsee something, right? Or I use this technique for if I have, let's say if I have a relationship that's gone bad, either with a friend or a business partner or something girlfriend where it's just like in my mind, I just keep thinking of that same idea, and I can't get my, like my usual tools don't work. Like my standard, like, hey, let's watch a movie, or let's go outside, or let's go to the gym. It just keeps coming up in my mind. So, okay, here's the technique. It's very, very simple. Okay, so the first thing is you imagine, okay, your memory is what you're doing, just so you can understand basically NLP thinking is, your memory is an image. Okay, so in a sense, you're responsible for your own thoughts, because every time that you think of an idea, you're creating that image. It's like a picture, it's like a graphic. Think of it as a graphic. You're creating that image in your mind, and you're looking at it, and you're thinking bad thoughts again, right? You're bringing it back. It's actually an image, and if you look inside your mind, if you look inside your memory, you'll realize that you're actually looking at a picture. You're recreating this picture. So when you think of it, when a picture's in your mind, when you're looking at it, that's going to bring all the feelings that come with that. So whether it's good feelings or bad feelings. Okay, now some pictures are even worse than others. Okay, how a picture is either worse or better is a picture is just like real life, is if you see something really up close and personal, and you smell it and you see it and you can almost feel it, the closer and more real it is, the stronger the image is. So if you want to think of something good, you think of an image. You can make an image, you can think of an image of, let's say, in a tropical island, right? And that island is here, but let's say it's a graphic, let's say it's a black and white picture. You can make it color, and you can make it bigger and bigger until it covers the whole sky, and you're looking at this image of this beautiful scene, and you start to feel good feelings, right? It could be good food, it could be a good scene. Now let's say, for example, you have an image in your mind, like Axel had, of this video that he watched this morning on Facebook. He didn't even mean to watch it. It was one of those videos that plays automatically. So he's like, now this thing's going on in my mind, and it was somebody torturing an animal. So he wants to get out of his mind. So okay, so what you want to do is to take that, Axel, take that picture. Okay, the first thing you want to do is think of it in a real clear terms. Okay, so let's say that you have that video in your mind of what you watched, and let's watch it on the ground. Okay, let's say there's a TV screen sitting on the ground, and you're looking at it, and it's in color, and it's moving, and it's got sound. Okay, so it's like the worst type, because it's got color, it's got sound, and it's moving. That's a really live image, right? So you're looking at that image. Now all of a sudden, imagine a sheet of glass coming over that image. Like there's like a machine right there, and like a sheet of glass just goes over the top, and you can't hear anything anymore. You can see it, but there's glass over the top. And let's say another sheet comes out. It's like a foot thick glass. It's like comes to it, and it's not very clear glass, so it makes the image kind of almost like black and white. Okay, so now you've got the same image down there, but now it's like covered by two sheets of glass, and one's a foot thick, and it's a dirty glass. So you're looking down at it, and it's a video, but you can't see it as well as you could before. Okay, and you can't hear anything. Now imagine that it turns into a sepia. You know the sepia? You know the sepia pictures, like black and white, old school pictures? So it's gone from a color video with sound that you're close to something that's now covered with glass, and now, and just close your eyes and imagine this. So now all of a sudden it freezes up. It just completely stops. It freezes, and it becomes like a sepia, and then cracks form inside that picture. So it's like now it's this old picture that's covered up by glass, you can't hear anything, it's not moving, and it's got cracks in it, okay? So now imagine next to you, which you didn't realize before, is a balloon, a hot air balloon. So get into that hot air balloon, stand in the balloon, and let go of the rope. Okay, now as you let go of the rope, very, very slowly, you're gonna start to rise up. And as you rise up, that picture, which was close to you before, now becomes far away. It's like, let's say it's 10 feet away, you're floating 10 feet in the air. Now the picture's way down there, it's covered in glass, there's no sound, there's no smells, and it's moving away from you slowly. Okay, so now you feel your feelings. Feel how you feel about that situation. Okay, now it's got the cracks in it, it's sepia, it's old, it's not moving. Okay, and you're safe because it's covered in glass. It's like bulletproof glass, right? Okay, now imagine you go higher and higher and higher. Now you can barely, you're starting to get up like 100 feet high, you know, and you look down and you can see maybe where the picture used to be, but you're starting to wonder like where exactly the picture was because it's so far away. Now go higher and higher and higher. So now you're going higher. Now you're 500 feet. You're coming up to 1,000 feet. You look down, and now you even have difficulty seeing where your neighborhood is because you're like, where was my house? You're starting to think, like, I think I came up from down there, but I'm not quite sure. Now go higher and higher, higher and higher. Now you can start to see the curvature of the earth. You're above the clouds and you start to see how the earth is curved, and you can't even see at all. As you float away, you'll find your emotions and your feelings will start to dissipate. The farther you get from it and the less real it becomes to you. So do that, practice that. It's a technique that works for me really, really well, and it works with the hardest things, like the most difficult things. Like it could be, you know, somebody you know has passed away, or somebody has cancer, or you broke up, you know, you're divorced from your wife or whatever. If you practice this technique, it's not easy, okay? You have to practice it and you have to want to change, okay? If you're not ready to change, don't try this yet, okay? Just practice this and let your mind, let your imagination go, close your eyes and float up in that balloon. And then every time that you feel it again, don't worry, it works the second time, a third time, 100th time. So go ahead and do it again. And you can try different things, like you can have a tsunami come and wash over it, or you can have like a missile come and blow it up. But the key thing is, I like to keep it as an image, and I like to make that image less and less real, less and less moving, and less sound, so that I don't have any senses for it. You know what I mean? I can't smell it. Right? And if you want to do the opposite, we'll do that in another video. But there you go. If you want to get rid of a memory, try that, practice that. And you can do it anywhere. You can do it in an elevator, you can do it driving your car, you can do it laying in your bed, and that works for me really well. So thanks for watching, and I hope that helps.